Burlington traffic, Cessna 738 Bravo Golf taking off, runway 24, left traffic, Burlington.
Alright, Burlington traffic, Skyhawk 1 Mike Golf, clear the active at Foxtrot, Burlington.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
I charged that camera, so I don't know what the heck's going on. Maybe I need to buy spare batteries.
Yeah, spare batteries are always handy. I always think my battery is charged in my camera,
Alright,
and it never is.
Full power.
Alright.
Engine instruments in the green. Airspeed's alive. I'll put that down. Airspeed's alive. Waiting for 60. And rotate. This is the downwind leg. And what we look for is, we look when we're parallel our landing point, that's when we'll pull power back. So our landing point is the next to last white blocks.
Burlington traffic, Skyhawk 1 Mike Golf, clear the active at Charlie, taxi.
So right about there, so then we'll pull power back. Carb heat on, below 2,000 RPM. Run the white arc, so flaps to 10. We'll start descending. Get about a 500, throttle about 1,500 RPM, get about a 500 foot per minute sink rate. We look for our touchdown point to be 45 degrees behind us, which is right about there.
Burlington traffic, Cessna 738 Bravo Golf, turning left base, runway 24, stop and go, Burlington.
And you want to wait to see the top of the cowl reach the end of the runway. Right there. Slowly pull, power to idle. Keep the nose up, don't let it drop down much because then it will get too much airspeed. You let it float to the ground and right about there. Kind of sloppy. Alright, so we'll come to a stop. Right, this flaps up. Full power. Wait, like the counter landings like that, so there's one. Airspeed's alive, everything's in the green. There's 60, rotate.
Burlington traffic, Skyline 26, Pilatus is crossing runway 624 Burlington.
And typically our cruise RPM is about 2,400, 2,500, but in the pattern, because everything is so like low, like you don't want to go too fast because the turns are very tight. So people typically 2,100, 2,200 RPM is a good power setting. All right, maintain our altitude, get that drag, get in the white arc. white arc meaning on the speedometer, that inner white arc. And that white arc is a marker of what speeds it's safe to lower the flaps at. See if this one could be a bit smoother.
Is there any situation you would use full flaps?
A really short field. Because you want to have as little speed coming in as possible so it takes the minimum stopping distance. Still coming in a bit too high. Stop, flaps up, car repeat. Up to takeoff. And we'll go. Mission instruments in the green. This will be our last one. It'll make this a fun takeoff. Although it's a bit difficult to do it uphill, but we'll do it anyway. So rotate. And we'll try to stay close to the ground.
Oh, this is way cool. Oh yeah.
Burlington traffic, show trucks across 246 Charlie.
Drew, have you heard of Horace Williams?
I heard the stuff that went down with that last year.
It wasn't just last year. The idea of that airport closing has been on the table for 65 years, and the university's been actively trying for 50. And they finally got it done in May. Alright, let's see if I can level off a bit lower here so that there isn't much of...
Skylab 26, we're going to taxi into position on hold runway 24, Burlington.
Eh. Smooth, but by odd means.
Not bad though, not bad at all.
I think it was the best and sloppiest of the three all at once, somehow. Well, this plane shakes on takeoff. I don't know if you noticed, every time we took off, about 5 seconds later, the whole plane went and the reason that is when the wheels stop rotating, they shake. So, a good pilot, because when you're on takeoff, you have to put so much right rudder to compensate for the torque the single propeller produces. But a good way to prevent that is by stepping on the brakes right after you take off to just stop the wheels so you don't get that shake.
26 is on the open runway 24 departure.
But because I'm already focused on this, it's like to do that also. Whatever. Alright.